Hey everybody, so this is actually a little update. I just got back from Europe. I didn't really say anything about it to anybody or even like my friends really around here because I wasn't actually super sure it was actually going to happen because I was a little bit of a ditz and didn't realize my passport had expired until the very last month right beforehand. So we actually did get to go to Scotland, and then we went to Paris, and then we went to London, and Eric and I just got back just this last Sunday on the 18th. So we've been back just for several days, and I mean, we were on holiday for about 2 weeks, so I indulged. I was in Paris, I was in London. I was born in London. I lived there until I was 11 years old. And my dad is actually full-blooded Scottish, so we went up to the Edinburgh Fringe. And I'm going to post, I have some videos on my iPhone, but I'm not really too sure how exactly to get them over to my iPad. If anybody has any ideas or details, because it only seems to transport through my iCloud photo stream my photos, but not my videos. Maybe my Uncle John in the UK can help me with that. Yeah, we actually stayed with him when we were in England. So my uncle, shout out to my uncle, he's awesome. So anyway, I've been back for like 4 or 5 days. I actually caught like a little bug. I think before I left I had like really sore throat. Like, I'm so glad it happened at the very end of the vacation because I just like the pace that we were going, we were like seriously going full force. And if you know anything about people that live in Scotland, we like our pubs, and in Paris we like our wine. And well, my boyfriend's, he is from France. I'm not from Paris, but it was my first time being back there since I was 6 years old, and it was absolutely amazing. So it was a really fantastic trip. Like, I absolutely fell in love with Paris. Like, I cannot wait to go back again. It's actually really been a really inspiring, amazing trip. Anyways, I'm rambling. One of the things I wanted to get to, the more about, I'll post videos and like pictures and stuff of my trip once I figure out how to get the pictures and videos off my phone. But anyway, so this week, basically, I knew I had a wedding this weekend to go to, and like I said, I picked up a bug right before I left, and it's resulted in me having an ear infection. So I'm on antibiotics, and I have a wedding this weekend on Saturday. So I've been kind of doing a cleanse, along with the fact that trying to eat healthy, give my body the nutrients it needs, eating lots of zinc and vitamin C, and taking the medication and getting the proper amounts of rest. I've been going to bed super early because it's still been on slightly UK British time. Like, I've been going to, the first night I fell asleep I think around 7:30 and woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and which is pretty early for me because I work from home, so I don't usually rise until about 9. I'm a little bit of a late starter sometimes, but anyway, so yeah, back to getting into my healthy mode after I've been gone for a while. It's kind of hard, especially when you're eating fish and chips and having beer with your lunch and like shots of whiskey. We went to 3 different whiskey distilleries, guys. It was absolutely nuts. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna do a little example of what I've been doing. Today I really needed to take a rest day because I came back full force and wanted to walk at least 5 miles a day because I was walking a lot around Europe, and I figured that for me to come home and just to go right back to sitting still and being very still on the couch would be a really bad situation, even though that was kind of what my body was craving. So I was still sick and had this ear infection and stuff in both. I have it in both ears right now. But the first day coming back, I went out and walked 3.5 miles with my dog, and just did some things to keep my core strong because my back and my hips were starting to go out just a tiny bit towards the end of our trip because we were so active. But yeah, other than that, I really was good with my back. And so this week, like I said, I've been doing like some activities and stuff, but today sorry, it's really hot in here. I wanted to just kind of take a rest day. So I just saw, it was really funny because Brenda Lee Turner on Lean Secrets was talking about carb cycling, and I clicked on it because I didn't know exactly what carb cycling was, but I already kind of do carb cycling in my lifestyle anyway. Carb cycling is basically like you scale back on your carbs on days where you're not so active, and like today was a day where I basically just sat around and tried to just rest and take care of myself and my body and let myself heal. And like took my dog out, got some sunshine a little bit, but not a lot, walking like really long far walks. So it's about a little bit later in the evening. I've had about three mini meals today, and I've kind of been letting my body just eat what it's been craving, but not like going full force. Like my boyfriend cooked some chicken nuggets earlier. It's not the best thing in the world, but I had like 3 or 4 of them. And I mean, that's the thing. It's like you can have the little things, bad things in moderation. And so that in mind, my whole point of this video, this is my late night. I guess it's like not that late. It's like 9:30. This is what I'm going to have. I'm going to see a good look in there of my last meal. Oh, this is my cute t-shirt. Isn't that cute, guys? I love my little smiley face. Yeah, so but I just wanted to show you guys like what I am doing. I'm eating very low fat proteins, all egg whites. I have a little bit of some turkey burger that I made. I made up a bunch of turkey burgers last night. I was just craving like a really big burger. And one of the things one of my girlfriends once said to me is when she got back from vacation, she was like, you know, when you come back, you're still like, you've been eating all these like really yummy foods. To go from like eating such really yummy foods to eating like super duper clean and being like, I can only eat chicken and broccoli and egg whites. It's a little tough sometimes to stick to just that and just cut yourself completely off from things. It's like I said to my boyfriend, he's been recently trying to quit smoking, and you know, sometimes cold turkey doesn't work for everybody. I'm sorry guys, it's really hot in here. I don't know why I'm like sweating so much. But yeah, he's like, I said to him, I was like, taper it down, get to where you need to get to slowly. And she said like she had to do the same thing with food, and one of the things that she worked for her was, you know, allowing herself to still have like kind of the things that you crave, but try to make it healthy. And that's what I do with every single one of my meals. I was craving a burger yesterday, so I made healthy turkey burgers with just lean ground turkey meat, and I put in a little bit of chopped red peppers and onions, and I topped it with a light slice of 2% light cheddar cheese slice, and I just put it over a bed of lettuce and tomatoes and salsa and onions, and it was absolutely delicious. And so this is like what I'm doing tonight. It's kind of like the same kind of thing. I have a little bit of proteins. There's a little bit of fat in the turkey burgers because there's a little bit of cheese in it. And then I have just a bunch of vegetables. And that fibrous, like with me doing like as little as I'm doing today, I'm like completely satisfied. So these little tips like this is really good ways to help you get the weight off, like slowly, painlessly, where you're not starving yourself, where you're not having to come back and be like completely like cut yourself off and like no this, no that. Like I'm going to a wedding this weekend. I want to have a good time. So, and I also want to look good. So it's important to like think of the things sometimes, have goals, set mini goals to look forward towards. And I want to look good for this wedding this weekend. So that's what's motivating me to stay healthy. And yeah, eating all my greens. So anyways, I'm getting really hot under these kitchen lights. I don't know why they're so hot over here. But this is me saying bon appetit. I had a wonderful time in Europe. I will hopefully get that video up very shortly. And if you like what you see and like any of my videos, please subscribe. Please subscribe. The more subscribers, the more people will know about my videos. And the more people that know about my videos, then the more I will keep wanting to do this, because sometimes I'm not sure if I'm talking to myself. I'm just kidding. I will still do this for my own love of healthy, eating healthy, and spreading the word for anybody that wants to hear it. And this is me just saying au revoir, à bientôt, and bonne nuit. Bye. Yummy. No, seriously, if you don't cook your food with spices, you need to get with the program. Spices make all the difference in the world. And by the way, if you didn't know, the thing that I like to put on my salad the most, it's the least amount of calories, it's just balsamic vinegar. If you've been working out a little bit more, you can add a little fat and put a little bit of olive oil. For me, I haven't been working out that much today. I did lift some weights, which is maybe why I'm still like sweating a little bit. Just around my apartment, but that was about it. What I was trying to say earlier, which I just want to make sure that I get the point across, is that you don't have to eat badly, but maybe scale back on your carbs on days where you're not doing so much. And I mean like complex carbs, which I think we've talked about this before. Things like bread, rice, potatoes, even things that are like a little bit more like sweeter, things like corn on the cob. They can have a higher glycemic index rate, and when you eat things like that, it's kind of like spikes your insulin a little bit more, and you need that. You tend to need that only more when you're doing like a lot of anaerobic exercise or activity, which will be like more like high intensity interval training, or like anaerobic training. You would want to use some high carbs on like really long runs or like really long bike rides, but if you're just going for like long walks like I'm doing right now because I'm trying to like not hurt my back, one of the best things probably to do is to just try to walk or bike. So for me, I still try not to eat so many carbs. I will only like maybe a piece of toast in the morning if I know like I'm gonna go do like a really long bike ride that day or something, and I'm gonna need it. And then what I'll take along with me is maybe some almonds, or a piece of string cheese, or some vegetables and hummus, if I want to go that deep into it. But yeah, and then just drink tons of water, tons and tons and tons of water. And by the way, I found some pictures of me when I was 27 today. I rated my old MySpace account, which I have not seen in forever, and God, I thought like it was like maybe a mirage in my head. I was like, oh, maybe I wasn't that good looking when I was younger. And then I saw pictures of me and I was like, damn it, I was hot. You know, like, you know, when you're like, damn, I did look good back then. And I swear I'm going to get that body back, guys. And I'm going to post the picture of it. And you're going to see 6 months from now, maybe not 6 months, but hopefully 6 months, I'm going to be back down to where I need to be. And hopefully you guys will stick around to see that, because I want to see that. And I'm maybe going to post the picture of me on my fridge. Alright, that's enough talking. More eating, less talking.